Today I'm going to give you a tour of my 2017 leisure travel van Unity Murphy bed. Hey guys, it's Robin with Creativity RV, and finally, as promised, I'm going to give you a tour of my 2017 leisure travel van Unity Murphy bed. This is Sweet Pea. Come on in. So my Unity is 25 feet long, which is a great size for me and maybe one other person. There is a slide, but it's a pretty small space for an RV, and that's good because I can go into cities and I can go into national parks, and I found that it's the perfect size for me. Now, I do a lot of my videos right here in these chairs, and a lot of you have asked me in comments, where do the chairs go when you put the Murphy bed down? And what do they do, and how does the bed look when it comes down? So I'm going to show you guys all of that right now. So these chairs are pretty comfortable. You can sit in them straight on. They recline. They can also be turned a little bit towards each other with a little table that comes up. They can turn all the way towards each other. And then behind that mirror there is a table that actually comes down and it creates a dinette, which is great. Sometimes I use that as my workspace. And then at night, the chairs fold all the way down and the Murphy bed comes down, and I'm going to show you guys that. I'm going to show you what the Unity actually looks like at night. So in the chair, the arms come up, super comfy, right? This is great if I'm working. You guys can see that I actually have a bunch of my work stuff stored here and here. I'll go over that in my next organizational video. But it's great if I just want to work here, and then if I want to chill out, these chairs actually recline, which is great. They don't go quite far enough back that I can like take a nap in it. That's the only downfall to this. I actually have to move everything to put the bed down, which can be kind of a hassle, but it's worth it because I have these chairs. Now when I'm laying here chilling, I might want to watch a little TV. So this big black thing over here is actually a TV that pops up. Does my lovely assistant want to pop up the TV?
Yes.
Hi, lovely assistant.
Hello.
It's on the left.
Oh, that's right.
Oh, there it goes. Thank you, lovely assistant. This is Doug, everybody.
Hi.
Hi, everybody. Yeah, so that's great. I actually chose the leisure travel van because I thought that I could sit in this chair right here and then use that TV as my work monitor, and I do that, but it takes a lot of battery power. So usually now I don't do that unless I have a really good battery store or I have a hookup. But it's a sweet TV. It's nice. I don't use it very much, but it's nice. The leisure travel van Unity comes on a Mercedes chassis, which, as you guys know from my Would I Purchase a B+ van again video, I have had some problems with my leisure travel van on the inside, but I've had no problems with the Mercedes chassis. It is a champ. It gets up the hill. It's diesel. I get 15.6 miles to the gallon on average. And, you know, I really use this thing. So, of course, it looks like somebody's using it and lives in here. It's a really comfortable space. And by the way, if you guys see all this organizational stuff, stay tuned for the video right after this because I'm actually going to give you some tips on organization and talk about all this stuff. But a lot of you have asked me, where do I put the cat litter box? Well, that was tough in the leisure travel van because I couldn't put it in the shower. I couldn't put it under anything. It wouldn't fit anywhere inside of a cabinet. So I actually put it up in the cab in the passenger footwell when I'm solo. And then if I have someone traveling with me, we take it out and just put the litter box in the back by the shower while we're on the road. And then when we stop, we put it back up front. Works great. I did get a top entry litter box for the cat. I'll put a link for that below for those of you that have cats in RVs and you need a taller, thinner litter box. Plus it stops the litter from tracking out, which is great. Big boy had no problem acclimating to it, and so it works great for us. So for those of you that want to actually see some more of the leisure travel van Unity, I'm going to show you some of the space in here. It's quick and it's small, which is great, but it doesn't have a lot of storage. These bins are actually not very deep, and so I had to work really hard on organization. So if you guys want to hear more about that, come to the next video. But for those of you that just want to see these spaces, this cabinet over here is a weird one. It's tall and thin, and it's really meant to hold jackets, but even long jackets that you hang in there are too long for this space. So I figured out something else to do with it. I hang my cords in here, and I hang things that are tall, like my camera tripod and my yoga mat. I'd like to introduce you guys to Barry Garfunkel. He looks over us and keeps us safe on the road. And we found him at Little America truck stop in Wyoming, and he had to hit the road with us. This is Barry Garfunkel, not to be confused with his perpetually drunk cousin, Gary Barfunkel. We couldn't bring him along on the trip. Someday I'm going to do a video on traveling with a cat, but as you guys know, besides the litter box, the other tough thing is, where do you put the food and water where you're not tripping over it? I used to put the food and water back by the toilet, but I was always tripping over it. And so thanks to my friend Tiki from Find It with Tiki, Organizational Genius, that video, she actually suggested that we put the food and water in this cabinet down here. And if you watch the video and we laugh about a Japanese saw, it's because Tiki took this little saw and hand sawed this cabinet for me so we could put the food and water inside of a cabinet. Now it's totally out of the way. So one thing that I did have to have in here was, you have to know how hot it is, because it is freaking hot this summer, right? How hot do you think it is in here?
I don't know, about 75?
Ah, clap your hands. 83 inside, so we're gonna hurry up and do this video. I love this little thermometer because you can clap your hands and it'll show you the temperature and the time and the date, because I never know what day it is in the RV. I actually thought today was Friday. It's Tuesday. Yeah, it's true. This is the kitchen. It's great, actually. It's a good space. One of the things I like about it is that they put this cover on the sink, so you have more workspace, and also it has this little table that pops up for more space. There is a trash can in the back there, but I don't use it because it was just too hard to get to. That wasn't the best design. I usually have a bunch of fruit and vegetables in there. Yeah, little 2-burner. It's great. The Unity does come with a microwave convection oven, which I never use because it takes too much power for my boondocking, but I store stuff in there. And then it does come with a standard small refrigerator. You guys can see all my magnets that I collect. I still haven't had a chance to put up a couple, but that's good. And then there is this giant pantry, which I really love, that opens up and actually holds a ton of stuff. If you're wondering why I've got socks on some stuff in there, stay tuned for the next video. The Unity is the size of the bathroom and the size of the shower. There's some really cool lighting in the shower, which is great. And there is a pocket door right here that closes for privacy. Now, if you guys saw the Would I Buy a B+ van again video, and I said a bunch of stuff broke in here, the very first thing that broke was I was going down the road and this pocket door flew off its hinges and crashed into the shower, and the shower, part of the shower had to be replaced. I think I've been on the road about 3 weeks. So, but that was no big deal. Got fixed, and haven't had a problem with that since. So it's got a pretty good sink, a good medicine cabinet, some weird space up here that is hard to put anything in. It does have a really nice wardrobe. I took out the shelf and the bar that was in there and made it my own so I could store as much stuff as possible. I'll go over that in the organizational video. This is where I've been so far. I have a long way to go, but not bad for my first, just a little over a year, huh? And then in here is the closet. So like I said, I actually took out some of the stuff and put this plastic thing in. Works great. And here's the famous composting toilet that you guys may have seen from the composting toilet install. For those of you that might want to know, I did keep the original leisure travel van toilet. It's in storage in my parents' garage. Thanks, Mom and Dad. So I can put it back in, and the next owner doesn't have to have this, and you can never tell that it was in here. I will say, for those of you looking at a leisure, one of the things that drives me nuts is that this shower is like impossible to clean. No matter what I do, it streaks right here, like you can see. But, you know, it's real life. I'm living in it, and that's the way it goes. This is what the bed looks like down. They have a strap here that holds all your bedding in place, which is great. And by the way, You may have seen the tour that Leisure Travel Van did of this, where the bed will actually go fully out with the slide in, which is great, but part of the mattress stuck out. Well, that's because right here there was like another maybe foot of mattress, but it was put on with Velcro, and the bed was plenty big without it, so I just took it off. The headrest does have these great things that pop out to support you, and this is what the bed looks like down. There's a nice window behind it, which gives a good cross breeze. And by the way, for everybody that's been asking me about my bedspread, I will put the link for that below. So a lot of you have asked me how difficult it is to put up the bed and take down the bed. Well, taking down the bed is really easy. You just collapse those chairs and then you pull the little strap and the bed comes down. But I'm going to actually show you putting the bed up, which can be kind of a hassle when you're really tired, but it only takes a minute. So that's it, everybody. This is my home, Sweet Pea. And now that the bed's down, I think I may just keep it down for a while and relax. I hope you enjoyed the tour. If you did, please do like and share and subscribe and check out my other videos. This is Robin with Creativity RV. Everybody have safe travels out there and be free.